Hi everybody, Christina here from One Creative Direction. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to learn how to apply a car decal to a window using the wet method application. Okay, so let's get started. So you want to make sure that you start off with a clean surface. You should have your window cleaned with alcohol and a lint-free rag, or I use coffee filters. They work the best. There's no lint in them whatsoever. Put a couple drops of Dawn into a squirt bottle with some water. This will give you what you need to slide it around on your surface so you can get it exactly where you want it. So once you've got your surface covered with that solution, you're going to peel the paper backing off of your decal, and you're going to apply some additional solution to the back of the decal. And this will allow you to place it on the window and move it around until you get it exactly where you want it, lined up, straight, whatever orientation you're looking for here. If you need any additional movement, you can also squirt some additional solution onto the paper backing. And once you have it all lined up and exactly where you would like it to be on your window or your surface, you're going to start trying to rub out some of the water. I usually do that with my hand a little bit. You want to make sure that while you're rubbing it, the decal isn't moving on the window. So once I have everything there, I just start squeegeeing out the water. So work your way from the center outward, applying a little bit of pressure. You're going to see the water coming around out each part of the paper backing. As you're doing that, you can see the water, and just continue doing that. Wipe away any excess so it doesn't get back onto the transfer paper. You're just going to keep working that water out of that decal and the transfer paper until you get to a point where there's not a lot of water squirting out. And sometimes I take like a lint-free rag and I wrap it around the burnish tool or the credit card if that's what you're using. And then you just continue the process, and that'll help pull some of that water out and dry that label a little bit. And just keep working that until you're at a point where, it's getting fairly dry. And then you're going to be able to do one of two things at this point. If you have a heat gun or even a hairdryer, you can use that to dry your paper backing and your decal, and just, use your judgment. Don't get it too hot, but just, hold it close enough that it'll dry. The other option is to just let it sit. If you're in a warm environment, you want to let it set for maybe 20-30 minutes until you're comfortable with how dry the paper backing has gotten. And then off camera, we went ahead and applied the other two portions of the decal. And once we had all that dried, we used a heat gun. And once you're good with how dry it is, you're going to want to peel those paper backing sections off one at a time, if you have more than one. And go really slow. Keep your paper close down to your decal. And I'm just using a coffee filter here to dab any additional water droplets that we weren't able to get, because it's almost impossible to get every single drop of water with the squeegee and the drying it or letting it sit and dry. So yeah, just continue pulling that paper backing off, making sure that your design, your letters, your vinyl is sticking to the window and not pulling off. So we're going to do the biggest portion. When you get larger sections of vinyl, you're going to have a lot more moisture trapped in there. So a lot more water to dab away, but also more possibility that your vinyl may come off on your transfer paper if you didn't let it set long enough. So that's the importance of making sure that it's really dry before you start peeling it off. So we're just keeping it low to the window and pulling the paper down. As you can see, everything looks really good. Nothing shifted or moved. So you want to watch for that while you got your decal wet. You want to make sure not to move it around too much, so your design shifts or anything. So we're just pulling the last portion off here, and that'll be it for this video. I thank you so much for joining me, and please like and subscribe. Have a great day.